Yes, people, you know the face, you know the name. Aaron here, back again with another video. Shout out to everyone tuning in, showing love and support every single time. We're back. We are back with more FIFA Club World Cup content. You know what's funny? Hold on, before I carry on. Like, share, comment, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, you're helping the channel massively by doing these things. Let's roll to 17K. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. You're helping the channel and this video, to be fair, massively. So make sure you go ahead and do these things for me. You know what's crazy? Back to my point. I was having a chat with one of my boys today. He called me earlier today. Shout out to Brian. That's my guy. And he just came back from holiday and he was telling me that I'm a lunatic because the content is just every day. I'm dropping something on TikTok, Instagram, like every day without fail. And I told him, bro, I am a lunatic. I am a lunatic. But you know what it is? The passion for this game, the passion I have for this game runs so deep. Like, I don't even feel like it's a chore when I'm watching football. You know, I really do feel like I enjoy it. I'm having fun watching it, and I'm having fun sitting here talking to you guys about the game. So, or the games, because there's loads of them. But yeah, I genuinely enjoy watching the game, man. And I genuinely enjoy dissecting the game, analyzing it, talking about it, discussing it, debating it. I genuinely don't feel like, you know, it's taking a toll on me. Obviously, I know at some point I'm going to have to take a break, maybe a few days before the season starts, etc. I'm going to have to do that. But yeah, I genuinely don't feel like it's having any, I don't feel like it's got any negative effect on me. I don't think it does. So maybe I am a lunatic. Shout out to Brian. That's my guy, man. Much love every single time. But anyway, final score between Juventus and Real Madrid in the round of 16. Juventus 0, Real Madrid 1, or Real Madrid 1, Juventus 0. However you want to look at it. Either way, Juventus are out and Real Madrid are going through to the quarterfinals. And this looked like a routine win for Real Madrid. It looked like one of them games where it was a La Liga game and Real Madrid just won 1-0 against one of the mid-table teams. No disrespect to Juve. But it did feel like a routine win. You know, it did feel like this was not the League Madrid, but this very much looked like the knockout Real Madrid. Because the League Madrid and knockout Madrid, two different teams. And this very much looked like the knockout Real Madrid, where they just get the job done, business as usual. And yeah, they get the business done and that's it, you know? So there were some things that I did like and some things that I thought were a bit, I'm not going to say not good, but I think those things should be improved on. In the first half, I actually think Juventus was the better team. Juventus were the better team. They had possession, but they had purpose with it. I think within the first 2 or 3 minutes, we saw a lovely combination between Kolo Muani and Yildiz. Kolo Muani had a golden opportunity to put Juventus ahead. Had a couple of opportunities by himself today, but that final touch, that final piece of quality that you need in the final third wasn't quite there. Yildiz himself, you know, had some bright flashes. He gave Trent a hard time. I'll tell you that for free. He gave Trent Alexander-Arnold a very, very hard time in the first half. Skinned him a couple of times there. Trent struggling to, you know, get back and defend. You know, he kind of redeemed himself with that assist in the second half, but we'll get onto that in a minute. But overall, I do think, you know, Trent's game was, you know, I would say above average. But like I said, in the first half, I actually think Juve were the better team. If they just had that finishing, that last bit of quality that they need in the final third, I think they could have possibly drawn the game, went to overtime. Why am I thinking about NBA? Extra time, and they possibly could have gotten a result. You know, I do think in terms of their attack, more could have been done. Kolo Muani and Yildiz for me were the only threats. Conceição wasn't really a threat apart from that one shot that we saw, that header that he had in the first half. there was lacking a bit of, like I said, extra quality in the final third. Catherine Thuram, I thought had a fantastic game. I'll be honest with you. I don't watch Juve very often. This was actually my first game to proper analyze him. I've watched Juve games from start to finish with Catherine Thuram on the pitch, but this was my first game really analyzing Catherine Thuram as a midfielder and see what he's all about. Technically, I have to say, it's outstanding. Outstanding. The way he was weaving through some of the Real Madrid players with ease as well. I was like, oh yeah, I get why Juve got him from Nice, because technically that was outstanding today. And, if only he was surrounded with players that are on his wavelength, I would say. Excuse me, on his wavelength, I do think more could have been done. Someone else that I liked on Juve's team was Locatelli. Locatelli is in a league of his own. Sometimes, yeah, obviously I'm praising Catherine Thuram for having technique and whatnot and being technically very secure, but sometimes being simple can be beautiful as well. I've said that many, many times with Toni Kroos. Not that I'm comparing Locatelli to Toni Kroos, but you guys know what I'm saying. Sometimes simplicity can be beautiful as well and can be very, very effective. And Locatelli, for me, one of the better players on Juve's team, Really, really good performance. It's just a shame, when you look at the result and you go, well, he's on the losing team. But I thought some of the intelligent passing sometimes when he was under pressure, just, a little flick to the side, knowing that there's a teammate there. I remember Real Madrid had a shot blocked, and then in his own box, Locatelli is doing a drag back, and then Catherine Thuram took the ball with him and then, pushed forward. So a lot of technical security there and, daring to do stuff that people wouldn't dare to do, especially in your own box. So credit to Locatelli for that as well. And the goalkeeper, Di Gregorio, made some good saves, kept Juventus in the game. And apart from that, I would say it's really that final bit, extra bit of quality in the final third that Juve lacked today. Other than that, I do think it was a decent performance. I do think so. On to Real Madrid. Like I said, this looked like a routine win. It wasn't an outstanding performance. Like I said, in the first half, they were actually overpowered by Juventus. It's in the second half that they came to life. Really pushing, trying to get that first goal, using the wings, especially Vinny on the left, Bellingham on that other side, really pushing forward. And then you had Arda Güler in the middle, spraying passes left, right, and centre, finding his teammates with ease. And I have to say, man, Arda Güler. Xabi Alonso understood the assignment, by the way. He fully understood the assignment. He's not pushing him out to the right. No, that's not where you utilise Arda Güler to the best of his abilities. That's not how you put him in the best of conditions so that he can perform to the best of his abilities. You play him in the middle of the park where he can cause the most damage. Get him on the ball, let him have the most touches possible, because there'll be a pass coming that can split a whole midfield, that can split a whole defense. Arda Güler is absolutely fantastic at that. And honestly, you give this guy at least 15 to 20 games in a row in that position where he played today and where he played in the last game as well, I promise you'll see the best of him. You'll see the best of him. That's when you're going to see the Arda Güler that Real Madrid went and got from Turkey. That's when you'll see the best of him. Honestly, man, what a fantastic footballer. In the first half, that little skill, the sombrero over Cambiaso to get past him. Honestly, fantastic. That was a really, really good performance. Couple of, I'm not going to say disappointing performances, but average performances, I would say. Jude Bellingham wasn't the best of games today. But again, he's being deployed the wrong way. I think, again, to give him creative freedom at all, he doesn't have the technical ability to do that. He needs to be among the runners in midfield, needs to be using his physicality, in midfield to help the teammates in front of him. Today he was played in like some sort of right wing position, I want to say, because it was a 3-4-3. He was used not really on the wing, but, in the right half space of the pitch, depending on where Madrid played first, second half. yeah, it wasn't the best of games of Jude Bellingham. You know, got 2 shots off or 3, I would say. Um, but yeah, in those little pockets, you don't want to have Jude Bellingham in there because technically, I don't think he's good enough to be receiving it on the half turn and just instinctively just make something happen. Compared to like Arda Güler, if you play him in those little pockets and you fizz the ball into him, he's gonna know exactly what to do before the ball even gets to him because he's that good technically. So yeah, Vinny, here and there, a few flashes. Still, at his age, the decision making is still a bit questionable. Like, I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe it will get better as the new season starts, but so far, I don't know. Vinny, sometimes he looks like the fantastic Vinny that we all love to see and watch, but then at times he just reverts back to type and we see the old Vinny. It's a bit of a here and there kind of thing. Kylian Mbappe is back. He came on, had a cameo, had a few touches, drop deep, played the ball back and forth between himself and his teammates. Obviously, he's just coming back from an illness, so we can't really judge. However, Mbappe and Endrick need to be careful because there's a new kid on the block, Gonzalo Garcia. This kid, I'm telling you, this kid is dangerous. And I tweeted, some people disagreed with me, but I tweeted, Gonzalo Garcia keeps scoring at the rate that he's scoring right now. I'm sorry, but Mbappe's going to have to keep sitting on the bench and watch. I'll be completely honest with you. Because if, the way I know Xabi Alonso from watching the Bundesliga, if Xabi Alonso keeps playing people based on merit, hey, credit where it's due. Merit where it's due. Gonzalo Garcia has to start. He has to keep starting. The goal that he scored, what a bullet header. Fantastic. Free header, nobody picked him up, and I don't know why nobody from Juve's defense picked him up, but that header was perfect. And then I checked his stats from when he played with Real Madrid Castilla, the reserve team. 25 goals in 36 games is not a bad return at all. I'll tell you that for free. If he manages to convert those numbers with the first team, hey, listen, Mbappe, fight for your place, my guy. That starting spot in the number 9 position for Real Madrid is not guaranteed. Not guaranteed at all. And I'll be honest, I'm a fan of Gonzalo Garcia. I'm a fan of his desire. Like, that's something, and you guys know, I'm not usually a passion merchant, but you can just tell the desire that he has to do well. Keeps it simple, 1-2 touches, tracks back, wins the ball back if he has to, and then ultimately gets himself in the box whenever crosses come in so that he can finish. And that finish, that header, like I said, exquisite. Exquisite. Listen, Real Madrid are through to the next round, but I don't think Mbappé's going to start, Gonzalo Garcia, take your rightful starting place because you deserve it. Honestly, man, that kid is exciting. He's definitely making this tournament his. That's 4 games, 3 goals, and 1 assist. The numbers speak for themselves. He's making this tournament his so far. Big fan of Gonzalo Garcia. Big fan. So, yeah, we're not really seeing too much of Xabi Alonso's style of play yet. I know that he's implemented the formation already. He switched from the back 4 to the back 3 for the second game in a row now. But it's going to take time to see some of the automatic patterns and some, do you know what I mean? It's going to take a bit of time. So I'm sure we'll see that. But, if they want to win this competition, it's also time to be proven that, or for Xabi Alonso, for example, it's also time for him to be proving that his system works against different type of teams. They're going to play against the winner of Borussia Dortmund and Monterrey. At the time of recording, Dortmund and Monterrey haven't played yet, but it's going to be interesting to see. Oh, by the way, we might have a Bellingham brothers derby. Crazy. But anyway, it's going to be interesting to see, man. So, yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section below, guys. It's road to 20K. Like I said, keep liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting if you made it till the end of this video. go in the comment section and type in Garcia with a Spanish flag and a fire emoji. Garcia, Spanish flag, fire emoji, if you made it till the end of this video. And that was it from me, guys. Road to 20K, closing in on 17. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.